Ever found yourself scrolling through Zayzoon, excited about the possibility of accessing your earned wages early, only to hit a wall? Your employer isn't listed. That little pang of disappointment, that flicker of frustration, we've all been there, or at least, many of us have. It's like finding the perfect tool, but realizing it doesn't quite fit your toolbox. Now, before you resign yourself to waiting for that traditional payday, let's dive deep into what it actually means when your employer isn't on Zayzoon and, more importantly, what your options are. Because the absence of your company on this particular platform doesn't necessarily mean the door to financial flexibility is completely closed. Think about it. Zayzoon, like many financial technology platforms, operates on a partnership model. They collaborate directly with employers to integrate their systems seamlessly with payroll processes. This integration is what allows for the secure and accurate calculation and distribution of earned wages. So, when you don't see your employer listed, the most straightforward explanation is that there isn't an existing partnership between your company and Zayzoon. But why might that be the case? There are several reasons why your employer might not be on Zayzoon yet. It could be as simple as Zayzoon being a relatively newer platform, and they haven't yet reached out to or partnered with your specific company. Building these partnerships takes time and resources. Zayzoon needs to connect with businesses, explain the benefits of their platform, and navigate the integration process. Your employer, on the other hand, might have its own priorities or existing payroll systems in place that they are currently satisfied with. Another possibility is that your employer might be exploring other similar services. The financial technology landscape is constantly evolving, with various platforms offering early wage access and other financial wellness solutions. Your company might be in the process of evaluating different options, or even have a partnership with a competitor of Zayzoon. It's also worth considering the size and nature of your employer. Smaller businesses might not yet see the immediate need or have the resources to implement a platform like Zayzoon. Larger corporations, while potentially having the resources, might have more complex payroll systems or internal policies that make integration a more involved process. Now, the crucial question, what can you do if your employer isn't listed on Zayzoon? The good news is, you're not entirely without options. Your first and perhaps most direct course of action is to express your interest in Zayzoon to your employer. This might seem daunting, but you could be surprised by the impact of employee feedback. Think about it from your employer's perspective. They want to attract and retain talented employees. Offering benefits that enhance financial well-being can be a significant draw. If they hear from their employees that there's a desire for a service like Zayzoon, it could prompt them to explore a partnership. You can approach this in a few ways. You could casually mention Zayzoon to your HR representative or your manager, explaining the benefits it offers: access to earned wages for unexpected expenses, avoiding payday loans, and potentially reducing financial stress. You could also see if there's a more formal channel for suggesting employee benefits or improvements. If multiple employees express similar interest, it's more likely to get your employer's attention. When you do speak to your employer, focus on the mutual benefits. Highlight how Zayzoon can improve employee morale and productivity by reducing financial stress. Point out that it's a benefit offered at no direct cost to the company, as the fees are typically paid by the employees who choose to use the service. You can even suggest they look into Zayzoon's website or resources to understand how it works and the potential benefits for their workforce. While advocating for Zayzoon within your company is a proactive step, it's also wise to explore alternative solutions in the meantime. Remember, Zayzoon is just one of many platforms offering ways to manage your finances and potentially access funds between paychecks. Consider exploring other earned wage access apps. While they might not be Zayzoon, there are several reputable platforms that partner with a wide range of employers. Do some research online and see if any of these other services list your employer. Look for apps that are transparent about their fees and terms, and ensure they integrate securely with payroll systems. Beyond dedicated earned wage access apps, you might also want to evaluate your overall financial health and explore other strategies for managing your finances between paychecks. This could involve creating a budget to better track your income and expenses, identifying areas where you can save, or building an emergency fund to cover unexpected costs. Even small steps like automating savings or setting up alerts for bill due dates can make a significant difference in managing your cash flow and reducing the need to access funds early. There are numerous budgeting apps and resources available online that can help you take control of your finances. Another avenue to consider, although it should be approached with caution, is exploring options like low-interest credit cards or lines of credit for emergencies. However, it's crucial to understand the terms and interest rates associated with these options and to use them responsibly to avoid falling into debt. Payday loans, in particular, should generally be avoided due to their high interest rates and fees. In the long run, the most sustainable solution is often to build a solid financial foundation. This includes understanding your income and expenses, creating a budget, saving regularly, and planning for unexpected events. While earned wage access platforms like Zayzoon can be a helpful tool in certain situations, they are most effective when used as part of a broader financial wellness strategy. So, what happens if your employer never partners with Zayzoon? While it might be disappointing if you were particularly interested in their service, remember that the financial technology landscape is dynamic. New platforms emerge, and existing ones evolve. Your employer might partner with a different service in the future, or your own financial situation might change in a way that reduces your reliance on early wage access. In the meantime, focus on what you can control, your own financial literacy and planning. Take the time to learn about budgeting, saving, and responsible credit use. Explore the alternative financial tools and resources available to you. And don't underestimate the power of communication. Respectfully expressing your interest in benefits like Zayzoon to your employer can sometimes lead to positive changes. Ultimately, the fact that your employer isn't currently listed on Zayzoon doesn't have to be a dead end. It's an opportunity to explore other options, advocate for your needs, and take proactive steps towards your financial well-being. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.